Welcome, Dr. Afzal, sir. Dr. Asif Afzal, sir, are you able to hear us? Dr. Asif, sir, let us know when you are ready.
Zakir sir?
Sir, we are present here. So if you are ready with if you are ready with the presentation, we can
Yeah, you
just
can start, please.
okay. Just give me a moment, sir.
Okay, okay.
Welcome back, my dear participants. Let us begin with our next session. So our next session is on how to comprehend computer vision research papers. So the ultimate goal of all our hard work is going to be in the form of the research outcomes that we are looking for. So for this purpose, we have our research person, Dr. Asif Afzal. So let me formally introduce our resource person. Dr. Asif Afzal is a faculty of Science and Technology and Medicine in University of Luxembourg. So he is a seasoned academician and a researcher with an over a decade of teaching and learning experience with dedicated research experience in computational analysis, numerical modeling, and machine learning. He is currently a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Luxembourg, where he focuses on high performance computing, CFT, DEM, and data driven solutions for fluid flow. His academic journey includes PhD in parallel computing fluid dynamics from VTU, Visvesvaraya Technological University, India, where he conducted research on the thermal management of lithium ion battery systems. Over the years, he has authored many research articles in high impact science journals and showcasing his contributions to the field of CFT, energy optimization, and machine learning applications in engineering. His technical expertise includes Python programming, C, C++, and MATLAB programming, coupled with proficiency in optimization algorithms like genetic algorithms, particle swarm optimization, and machine learning methods like artificial neural networks, fuzzy logic. Dr. Afzal has led and collaborated on multiple funded projects, including establishment of research labs and high-performance computing clusters. Beyond research, Dr. Afzal is an active researcher for reputed journals and has organized international workshops and technical training sessions. His commitment to innovation, collaboration, and knowledge dissemination makes him an expert in computational analysis and machine learning application. So, with this short intro, I would like to welcome Dr. Afzal to the session. I welcome you, sir. Dr. Afzal, sir, can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So the session is over to you, sir. You can.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello everyone, myself Asif Afzal. Um, Let me first share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. Hello.
Yes, sir. We
Actually,
can see your
okay,
screen.
okay, sir. Thank you so much for the introduction. Dear participants, thank you for joining this session. So, my topic is how to comprehend vision research papers. I discussed with the coordinators of this program, and it was all about writing research articles, how to do research and write a research article. This is a very vast topic. Usually, for this topic, there will be workshops for a week or at least 3 days. But I'm asked to comprehend and brief it for within 1.5 hour. So I will try my best for that one. And the I thought what I should discuss within 1 hour for this topic, and as the program itself was on deep learning, so I thought better to focus on the use of AI tools in these modern research publications. What are the issues and what tools are used? Maybe many of maybe you may be aware of these tools, but at least it will be a revive and it will be good overview in this session. So let me show you what I'm going to discuss today. Briefly about research and publications, where how the research evolved over the years and how we follow the trend of publication nowadays, and what are the challenges faced by scholars in today's competitive world, and what are the advantages of publication and what are the advantages of doing this research, and the controversies going ahead with this research and publication, which we need to be careful about, and how to be competitive in the today's publication world. So for that one, what AI tools we should use. Particularly, I will be focusing on BiblioShiny. Maybe many of maybe you may be aware of this tool as well. And finally, uh, my opinion about the publications and research, what we should focus on, and how competitive we should be in the today's world, that I'll be talking. So regarding this research and publication, research, you know that it is a fundamental aspect. It is to grow and it is to enhance everything, our knowledge, our technology, everything. That is the route which we cannot debate on. But the trend of publication, let me just give an overview how it started in the long back in thousands of years ago. Earlier, where there were no press machines and there was no internet, people used to write with hand, and whatever the scientists did in the research, they used to write with their hand, and the spread of the knowledge was very slow. I mean, it took usually centuries together to get the knowledge from one part of the world to another part of the world. Then around in the mid of 15th or 16th century, I think, uh, first press was invented, but it was manually operated, hand operated. So if you visit any museum, you can see that the old presses were made of thin metal bars. For each single letter, they had one metallic block. All these blocks were used to be combined for the content, and they were hand pressed for every single sheet of the paper. So it was very cumbersome and headache in the olden days as well, but still it speeded up the process of publication. I mean, whatever content was there to even publication means not research articles I'm talking. I mean general publication like news or any other information, books even. So, but still, the speeded up the process of spreading the knowledge, but it was not enough. By the end of the 19th century and in the beginning of 20th century, when the automated presses started, then the process of publication speeded up further. But still, before the invention of internet, it was still very, I mean, cumbersome process. Researchers, scientists who used to do research in academia and the universities, they used to write the articles with hand, their content, and they used to post to the editors. And the editor, sometimes it will reach to the editor, sometimes it won't. So sometimes they had to go in person to submit their article, their findings. Then it took years of time to review those, and the reviewers were not the current trends. The reviewers were also, of course, a very big professor, scientist at that time. So the review was also taking a lot of time. So it was taking decades together to get one article accepted. Then later on, after the World War II, when the this internet started and people started using online processes, then further the publication trend started growing. Even in till 2010s as well, when our supervisors, even when I started my research work, I remember that when we submitted on articles, it used to take 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year to get the reviews. So doing the research and getting the articles published and getting the PhD degree at those times, I mean 15, 20 years back, it was taking like 5 to 7 years, 3 years of uh, research. In that one, they spend 1 year in just literature survey, 2 years they used to do the research work, and then after the completion of third year, they submit the research articles. Then research article take 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, and then sometimes it may get rejected. So earlier days, getting a PhD degree was like 7 to 10 years. That's why at that time the PhD degree was also so much valuable. But everything has speeded up, and nowadays the research can be completed in um, 3 years, 3 to 4 years maximum. It can be completed because everything is available now at the tip of our finger. Internet is also very fast. There are many tools available. I'm not talking about the AI tools. I'm talking about the soft tools which were available at least 5 years back, because of which the process of publication speeded up. Um, in this one, let me tell you a brief about the the, the trend of research and publication. Earlier days, when the professors in academia or anyone who did the research was solid research work, it was groundbreaking most of the time. So to communicate with the world, they used to write it in the form of an article. So people used to read those articles and try to reproduce those articles. So it meant a lot in those days that you're publishing an article. If you're publishing an article, it means that you are doing a very groundbreaking research at those days. So the value of publication was at the peak, at the highest post World War II. So countries, governments started funding projects to do research, promoted research for in academia, in the universities. So people started doing research work because there was also a lot of gap in the research. So they did a lot of research and they did continuously publication, and publication became a benchmark at those days. I mean, it was a reflection of research. Publication was a reflection of research basically. So if you're publishing article, it means that you are doing a solid research. And of course, if you in today's world also, if you are doing research and if you are publishing an article, those who are in academia, for them it will help the students a lot. Even the confidence of the faculty member, the lecturer, professor will boost. He will have the actual knowledge, how these methods, whatever the techniques, concepts, whatever we are explaining the students, where actually it is applied, how they are used in the modern world, we can explain the students. I remember we did our we read a lot of integration calculus, and then in engineering also we read a lot of mathematics, and in masters also, but we never knew where actually these are applied. When I was also teaching in PA College of Engineering, at those time also it was not clear to me the concepts what I'm teaching. I know the concept, but actually how it is used, how it is applied, I was not sure of that one. Then when I started my research for PhD, then I came to know, okay, actually this is how maths has evolved. This is how the research, I mean, whatever the concepts are there, are applied actually to an application, and how it is used in the today's world. So I became more confident in my teaching to the students, and students were also found it very helpful. Even here also, I am teaching computational fluid dynamics subject, so I am able to explain them directly with the application, how it helps in aerospace engineering, how it helps in thermodynamics engineering, in chemical industries, in many aspects, how it helps. I'm able to explain them very confidently, and they're able to understand it. If this subject is taught without doing actual research in computational fluid dynamics subjects, then we just teach the concept, we explain how the math works without connecting it to the actual purpose. So research has its advantage, and publication has its advantage, but how it is going ahead, and how the scholars are following it, and how difficulties challenges are also faced by the scholars, that we have to understand a little bit. I think many of us are facing some issues, and there are some advantages of that one. Okay, let me clear that in the next slide. Okay, I mean, this is very, very brief overview of research. I had just added this slide so that the steps who are very new to the research, if I hope a few of them are very new to the research. So for them, there are a lot of articles, content available basically, which can explain them in detail how to start a research, how to do the research work. I just included this step because it is a part of publication. Without talking about research, I cannot go to publication. That's why I just included one slide here to show that, okay, these are the steps you follow. First, you find a research topic, a broad topic, then you do literature survey in that one. A thorough literature survey is required. And once you know that, okay, this is the gap, this is the point where I can do the research, from there onwards, your research actually starts. I remember that whatever your supervisor has done, literature, or whatever he knows, and whatever research he has done in the past, you should first understand that work. Then you have to
Sir,
go. Yep.
sir, sorry to interrupt. Could you zoom the slides little? Participants are messaging that it's not clearly visible. Yeah,
Okay.
much better, sir. Much better. Thank you, sir.
Okay, but I'm clearly audible, right? Okay, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Yep. um, so once you start the research work, you have to first understand whatever your supervisor has done in the past, whatever he has understood in the topic, and then you have to go a step ahead of that one. I remember Professor Zaid Ansari sir, he was also one of my supervisors. He used to tell that, um, when your research work actually starts when when you are one step ahead of your supervisor. I mean, whatever he has understood, if you understand one step ahead of him, then only your uh, research PhD work starts. So we have to be very much up to date with the literature survey. This literature survey is such a thing that uh, throughout your life you have to keep it doing. Just not in PhD. Even once your topic is decided, once the objectives are decided, um, you have to keep doing the literature survey even though you are doing the research, because you have to be updated. You should keep yourself updated what work is going on really. Once you're submitted your thesis as well, then also you have to keep doing. And once you are in academia, you have become a professor or your postdoc, then also you have to keep on doing literature survey if you want to stay in the field of research and publication. The moment you become inactive in literature survey part, then you cannot do any literature. I mean, you cannot do research work actually. Okay. So one of the pillars of doing research is the literature survey. I'm not talking about writing a research review article. I'm talking about doing the importance of literature survey in research. Okay, then once we uh, do the literature survey and we have the gap, we define the objectives. Then we stick to our objectives, and then we start doing our experimentation by different methods. Everyone has their own method. Um, I mean, the physics field, chemistry field, science field, engineering field, computer science field, everyone that has their own method. So you have to follow those methods to complete your research work. Then finally the output of doing the research is the data. So now, earlier there was no concept of doing statistical data analysis for the research whatever you have done or whatever the data you have generated from your research. But nowadays, because of the AI tools, it has become super easy to do these statistical analysis. I remember that even during my PhD final defense, the external examiner asked me whether you have done the statistical analysis of your data. So I was not up to date at that point, but I we give a response to that one finally. So in every kind of research, whatever field they may be belonging to, they will be having some data, of course. So for that data, the first thing is to do statistical analysis. I mean, do the data analysis, how the correlation matrix, pairwise plot. There are many AI tools and very, I mean, just in 3 to 4 steps, if you follow, you will get the result statistical analysis of your data. Then you do your analysis, find optimization, whatever of that one. Do the data validation. I mean, data validation in our field, it means that we check with the past data, okay, whether it is matching, whether it is following the trend or not. If it is not following, then we have to revisit our research. Then we have to think of our methodology. So there has to be a point where we do the validation of our work. I mean, our proof of concept has to be very clear. It has to be verified. Then once you do validation, once you analyze your data in thoroughly, then you draw some conclusions. Then you can write research article from that your data, and then the last later stage, if you are doing PhD, is to write the thesis, masters or PhD thesis out of that one. So these are the general steps which most of you know, and these steps are not new. I am just briefing it up. Okay, let me just zoom it out. This was just an overview of conducting research. Yeah, publications, it has the importance in even today. Uh, Earlier it was the, I mean, I say, as I said, you, if you are doing publication, it means that you are doing a lot of research work. So the publication was a reflection of your,
Sir,
yes, yeah.
kindly zoom the slide, sir.
Ah, okay. Okay, sir. Is it fine?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Uh, Once you start doing the research, you will feel the pressure and the importance of publication. So the publication is a reflection of your research work. Actually, the way to the world, if you want to know that you are doing some research, the way of communication of that research findings is the publication. Okay. So earlier, this was the understanding that, okay, if someone is publishing his work, it means that he has done a lot of work. He is doing good research in his field. But in today's world, publication itself has become a different thing. Like, um, publication is for the sake of publication. Publication is not for the sake of research. Okay. So publication has become a different thing now, because there are easy methods to generate the data. There are easy methods to get the data. So without doing the actual core research, even doing a superficial work also, you can publish the results. That has become the trend now because of the academic pressure and the university metrics concept. I just included this slide to show that there are various types of publication formats available, but we will stick more here to scientific research articles here. So in the today's world, it has become super easy to publish the work, even doing core I mean experimentation, spending hours, months of years of time together in research laboratories. It has become super easy nowadays. Okay. Now where do we stand actually? This concept is still there, publish or perish. Because of this publish and perish nature, the academicians, the professors, they feel a lot of pressure to publish the work. So nowadays, I mean, not everywhere. I'm not generalizing it. So many at many places, it has become a trend to publish rather than doing research because of this publish or perish nature. They have to publish every year 5 articles, 6 articles, 10 articles. So this pressure leads to publishing. I mean low quality work. I remember recently, few weeks back, I was talking to one of the professors here. He's a editor in chief of many high impact factor journals. So he was complaining. He was in the discussion. He was telling that it was his thing. We may agree or not agree. That depends on us. Most of the article, like he even said, 90% of the articles what he receives in his journal are junk. I mean, it. He feels a lot of pressure and stress to even read the abstract of the work and the title. It is just like a permutation combination of the work of the previous work. If, for example, in if someone has done research and published an article with the material A as base and material B as catalyst, then someone does the research work with B as the base material and material A as the catalyst. I mean, it is just a kind of permutation combination. If and then if you have A, B, C, D till Z number of materials, whatever combinations you try, those number of articles can be published out of that one. So such work, I mean, the internet, the web, the knowledge itself is getting dumped with a lot of junk research, and it is very hard to find which one is the actual article which will be helpful for us. And I mean, we have to spend our time in sorting out research articles, right? Okay, this is helpful for me, I can make this as the base and I can do further research work. Early days, I mean 10, 15 years ago, if there was one article, then that article was the base of many PhDs in the future. But nowadays, it's such thing is very rare because everyone is trying to establish himself by doing publications. So the trend is consuming a lot of time for a lot of researchers, and of course, these predatory journals and the nature of open access articles is also consuming a lot of money, billions of money. This research publication has become an industry. I mean, more than a billion industry nowadays, and people are because of this open access market. Many people have started opening their own journals, and within few years they get Scopus indexation and Web of Science indexation. Then they change it to um, open access format. Then even people have a lot of money, then they pay the money. Once they pay the money, it becomes difficult for um, the review team to reject those articles, even if they give harsh comments, even if they reject. The editor in chief of that journal is in a compromising stage. Okay, okay, if you revise according to the comments, your article may be in a stage of acceptance because money is also involved in that one. And because of this publication nature, reviewers even don't feel that they have to spend time in reviewing the article. What they do is, there are a lot of AI tools which read the article thoroughly. They um, re- they upload the article in those AI tools, and it gives excellent review comments. Those comments even are not easily given by the reviewer itself, even if he spends a lot of time to understand after understanding the concept. So it has become an easy to give the review comments as well nowadays, and without knowing the actual concept what he has written. So these things all have compromised the things. So, and it has become a controversial thing regarding publication. What I'm telling is that I'm not trying to demotivate you. I'm telling that these are the practices ongoing. But if you do the core research and do publish that work, that will garner a lot of citations, and it will be helpful for the future. And that work will be recognized in in the core research industries, and you may get higher opportunities as well for international collaboration and international research projects to solve the problems. Okay, there is always value for the quality rather than quantity, but even in that one, few scholars, professors debate that okay, you have to maintain the quality and you have to maintain the publication numbers as well. If you keep on focusing purely on research, and if you don't focus on publication, then your work will not be recognized or international, because of course the research has to be reflected by the publication, communicated by the in the form of publication. And if you just publish few articles, then also you won't become a recognized as scholars in that one. You have to publish, I'm not telling that you have to publish chunk articles, hundreds of articles in a year. Stick to some number which will be accepted and recognized for you in your universities and abroad as well. Okay. uh, that's that in this concept. It's a lot of controversial things are going on. We need to be very updated in this publication concept. Okay, anything? Okay. Here, when in international conferences, when we have discussed with many professors and renowned scholars from different fields, they feel that publication is kind of clerical work. Initially, when we do research and when we try to communicate that one in the form of publication, research article, it kills your lot of time. That is one thing. Even I remember we spend a lot of time in doing research, and once once you become an expert in writing, then you feel a type of burden to write a research article. It just becomes like a clerical work to you. That's why some scholars they argue that use of AI tools in writing is very much necessary, because your work is to do research, not to write a research article. AI tools are there which will analyze your data, who can write the article for you, and that can be published easily. But of course, this is a very one good thing. It will save a lot of time for scholars who are doing co-research. But at the same time, the problem is that without doing actual research, people will use it for publication, just publication. So different technologies are in process now to find out um, what actually has to be done to journalize this work and improve the peer review work nowadays. Okay. Okay. Let me go to next slide. Okay, now modern AI tools. Um, I just briefed a few traditional tools, soft tools, which are used by many people nowadays for the research work. And in the initial 4 5 bullet points, I have mentioned the traditional tools like MS Word, of course, is there, Excel, and the CSV format, and the PPTs for our research work. And Excel is an excellent tool. It has hundreds of thousands of features. Even I think the developer of Excel doesn't even know how many features are there in Excel. So there are a lot of what do you call plugins available, add-ons available for Excel, even for MS Word, which will enhance your plotting features, analyzing the data as well, manipulation of the data, normalization, pre-processing. Everything is possible in Excel if you are if you spend time in analyzing this one. If you spend time um, in one tool, Excel is one tool for drawing, plotting the graph. Origin is there, gnplot is there, Python or MATLAB. If you spend time in any one of the tool, it has a lot of features. I have spent a lot of time in Origin. I remember Origin is a commercial paid version. All every single method and every single what do you call feature and even more is available in Excel for plotting, I can say. I have spent a lot of time in plotting. I have spent a lot of hours, man hours, you can say weeks and months together to draw one single diagram in my PhD and my research article. And now I see that plotting has become super easy. Within second fraction of seconds, if you have the data, you can plot the data within fraction of seconds. Just tell you have to command the AI that I need such and such figure. It will generate the plot for you. That's actually very really helpful for us, and it is excellent modern technology for us, which will be helping us in analyzing the data, plotting the data, and even I can say in drawing of figures, we need to explain our methodology, our experiment by drawing the figures. For that also, people have spent months and weeks together to uh, show the experiment, their methodology in a form of figure, graphical view. But nowadays, AI tool is available to easily plot it for you. Not all of them, but most of them. Let me show you this slide. Yep, this entire flow chart, I have just copy pasted this content in ChatGPT, and then I told that for this content I need a mermaid code of this one. So that mermaid code, if you paste in draw.io, then from that content directly it will give you this beautiful flow chart. So earlier for this kind of such kind of flow charts, we used to spend hours together, but nowadays within seconds you can generate this plot. Mm, let me show you one more. uh, If I remember properly, yeah, you see this one. I was working on this dysentery algorithm. So every time whenever I use any algorithm, I have to show in this form, and I used to spend hours together to draw these boxes and connect them and write the content of this one. Now this is ethical way I can use it directly in publication, but it is AI generated, and you can use this for your publication directly. I have within seconds this plot was generated by AI tool, and even this one, and even this for random forest. So it has become super easy for us nowadays to draw the figures with the use of AI. I will brief about that as well. Okay. But for writing, till now, I don't know how many alternatives are there. As for me, as I know, MS Word is there, and LaTeX is there. LaTeX is also an excellent tool. But instead of using LaTeX, I prefer Overleaf. Overleaf is you can use it unlimited for unlimited articles, and it will also help you correct your grammar. It has automatic grammar correction uh, in Overleaf. And for university or your college, if you have college official email ID, then Overleaf will be unlimited accessible for you. So after MS Word, Overleaf is also an excellent tool. From Overleaf, directly you can submit it to the journal itself. We don't have to separately log in into the journal and then upload all those things. Directly Overleaf will take care of that as well. Then in reference management, we have traditionally Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote, but people use just for citation purpose. But you can also add the extension to your browser like this one here. Then yeah. If you add the extension to the browser, then it will help directly add that article to the Mendeley. You don't have to even download the article, and don't have to manually organize it from this one itself. Here itself, you have to sign in. Then it will ask which folder you want this to be imported. Then all the data will be imported there directly. And if you just type some topic, and yeah, suppose here there are tens of articles, so Mendeley will automatically, even EndNote, Zotero will automatically recognize entire citation, and you can directly import it to the folder, and from there you can utilize it. You can it will be super quick. This is traditional method I'm talking. There are faster, super faster methods available. Now, for use of AI, you have to be a little bit cautious, and you have to see the journal policies related to AI. And you cannot add AI as a co-author because it will generate entire content. People have tried to do AI, add AI as a co-author, and cite the content generated by AI in the references. That is also not allowed. You have to explicitly, very, very clearly acknowledge how you have used AI in your research work, whether you have used it for generating the results or analyzing the result or writing part or correcting of the language or reducing the content. Few journals, suppose if you have written a research article for 20,000 words, they ask you to reduce it to 8,000 words. It becomes super difficult for you to reduce it from 20,000 words to 8,000 words. You will be confused which content you should remove and which content you should keep. So you can ask ChatGPT or any AI tool to keep the core content of the work of the text and summarize, I mean, compress that, and from 20,000 words to 8,000 words, it will compress and give you. And you have to acknowledge that this AI tool was used for reduction of number of words from 20,000 to 8,000 words as per the policy of the journal. So you can do such things. It will be easier for it is time saving. But you cannot gather the data generated by AI because AI is not 100% perfect. There will be issues. That content will be, it will be having some errors because it will take the content from everything, all the available data in the websites and online. So you have to be very careful with the content. You have to be an expert in that field to understand it, because if it gives any error, or if it gives any misinformation, then you should be an expert to analyze and tell that, okay, this is wrong and I have to correct it by myself. Okay. So now coming to the main concept of my talk, I will be focusing on AI tools. Few AI tools I would like to show also, how you should use it and how they will help you. Of course, everyone knows about ChatGPT. You can generate the flowcharts. You can ask ChatGPT to generate flowcharts for you, and you can use those flowcharts in draw.io, which I know as of now. There are many other things like Marbend also. In that one, if you paste it, it will generate the figure for you. That figure you can easily use it in your research work. Genie AI is, of course, a very powerful tool. It can detect the AI content and it can paraphrase. Of course, the paraphraser itself is a kind of AI. The paraphraser, what you use in AI tools, you can use it in your research article, but still, I recommend that few sentences you humanize it, so that in future, if the AI the detector becomes powerful, then it cannot detect. So the what scholars nowadays they are recommending is that if you use a paraphraser, AI paraphraser, it will not be detected in AI, but still one or two sentences in between you have to write, modify by yourself, so that, I mean, among the entire paragraph of 200, 300 words, if you modify by yourself 2 or 3 words, then that is sufficient. You have Max for flowcharts. FORE, I recommend FORE. This is an excellent extension for Word. It will help you rewrite any sentence. It will help you. Even you don't have to go to mentally to site. In the word itself, it will be a side window where it will help you cite the articles, and it will also help you paraphrase the entire paragraph, and it will help you. Suppose you are writing something and you are not sure how I should elaborate, expand that information, then you can ask FORE. Okay, I'm writing this sentence, I want some extension. So whatever articles you have added to FORE, it will look into that one and it will elaborate your sentence automatically for you. You can use that in your research article. And going beyond that one, I'm a little bit reluctant to say, but I should say that FORE has one more powerful method, that FORE will also write results and discussion for you. If you upload a figure, it will automatically generate, it will analyze the data, and it will say that this is the summary of the data. And if you want any scientific explanation for that data, then you can upload research article, previous research articles published in that area, and it will be able to give you scientific backing of the explanation for the content what it has generated related to the figure. So FOR is one good tool for MS Word users. Okay, as I said, you can use ChatGPT for drawing flowcharts super easily, and you can use the Mermaid code generated by ChatGPT in raw.io. It will generate a lot of beautiful flowcharts, excellent flowcharts for you. Then in Python, we have a statistical analysis of data. Lux Python is there. Then AutoVis is there. If Lux uses that, this library uses 3-4 sentences to generate the statistical figures, to analyze the figures like this one, to find out the correlation, how the distribution of the data, sensitiveness, outliers, everything. Lux needs 3 to 4 lines. Okay, and it will generate, mostly it will generate pair plot, and for other plots you have to explicitly ask it to, okay, I also need box plot, I also need correlation matrix. But in AutoVis is such an excellent tool, I mean library, that it will give you all kinds of plots: pair plot, box plot, correlation matrix, violin bars, everything, histograms, everything. I did not, I was not able to include the entire things here. I just included some snapshot of that one. It has generated within one line. You have to just upload your data file, and AutoVis will give you the relation with different combinations. Whichever figure you want to use, you can use it. You can see this one within fraction of seconds. I just uploaded the data in AutoVis. I used a Spider. You can use Jupyter also, and then AutoVis will give you this wonderful output. So you can imagine using Excel or Origin or any other GNU plotter for our data to plot these things, how much time we need. And now within seconds, you are able to generate this kind of figures. So I highly recommend using AutoVis. Okay. Okay, I want to demo. I wanted to demonstrate about size space, but already it is 11:40, so I will be a little bit quick with this size space. Size space is it is limited version, but actually it is commercial version is very wonderful. In the limited version, you can upload any what do you call your research article, any article. If you want to get the summary of that article, you can ask it, okay, from this article I need the summary of entire everything. You don't have to go into the article and read it everything, and from which section it has taken what data, it will give you that one. It will generate the citation for you, and if you want further explanation for that particular uh, title, and if you want to further ask okay, based on from this topic I need related research articles, then it will dig in for you. It will summarize, it will give in the form of a tabular form, a lot of things. There are super options in this one. It can detect the AI content of AI content in your article, and it can paraphrase it, and it can make a AI clone of you. I mean, if there's a research article, then automatically it will take a photo of you to make a clone of you, and then it will make a wonderful video of that entire research, as a vlog. That is basically which you can use for PDF to video also, from the PDF, from the article, and from PDF to slides. You don't have to manually prepare slides from your research article. If you want to publish, if you want to publish if you want to present in a conference, if you have an article, then SciSpace will give all the slides from that. But you have to still verify whatever the data it has given, that is or not right or not. It has a lot of similar features as Jenny.ai. Okay, I'll not be very fast now. This consensus AI, this is basically it will be helpful if we have some questions, and then it will tell how many percentage of research articles are agreeing with your question. If you have any question, you can ask it. Okay, in this field, whether I'm doing work on so and so field, whether it is feasible or not feasible. So it will tell how many authors agree, which articles agree, and which articles don't agree. So this consensus AI is also open source, but the all the features are not available until you pay for that one. It has also a similar kind of features, but it is more interactive. Like you can ask the questions and it will give the answers from the millions of articles it has access to. Okay. A notebook lm is an excellent tool that I want to definitely show. Notebook lm, it is a Google powered tool, and I highly recommend that tool for you. So notebook, just, I hope many of you know about this notebook.lm. I'm not sure whether you know or not. Let me just, I had just a few researches few days back. Okay, here you can log in, then you go for create new here in this one, and then up to 50 sources, I mean 50 articles you can easily upload in this one. It is free to upload up to 50 articles. This was in my mind to show Notebook LM and Biblioshiny. These two things I want to show you definitely. Okay, suppose I select few articles in this one. I load it. Up to 50 articles you can load. On the left hand side you can see they are loading. You can add extra articles also if they are less than, yeah, right now 28 I have uploaded. Up to 50 you can upload it. Okay, from these article, suppose I have collected few numbers of article, and I want to briefly know. It helped me a lot for my next presentation. I have a next presentation there, so it helped me. I will show you how it helped me. Sorry, please give me the inputs and outputs of blast furnace data done for machine learning regression modeling. Just I'm typing like this. So I want to know in this article what were the inputs used for modeling and what were the outputs that has been predicted related pertinent to this blast furnace using machine learning tools. So it will take some time. Yeah, you can see here. See what were the inputs used, what were the outputs used. It has completely from entire articles. See, inputs and outputs it has listed out here. Okay, important consideration. If you want further ask something, you can ask. If you want to save it, you can save this for later, save as note in the doc. You can add many things. You can from this entire 28 articles whatever I have uploaded, if you don't want to read it, it will summarize and it will convert it in a form of a blog like this. It can generate entire everything in the form of audio clip to you. So it will take some time to generate. So this audio you can use to listen later on. So this has a lot of features. I recommend you to explore this one. See now, I had to visit. There were 400 articles that I downloaded for Blast Furnace AI modeling. So I was that time was very short for me, and then I wanted to know what were the inputs and outputs because I'm very much familiar with these terms, and of course, I know which are the obvious inputs and outputs. So it helped me a lot. I mean, out of 400 articles, within half an hour, I was able to analyze, okay, what were the inputs and outputs used by. So it has helped me a lot. So like this one, you can ask even the, it is citing C here, article number 11, 14, 10, from where it actually it is taking. It will go to, okay, from this it is taking like this one from 9, now article number 9, from this data, uh, weight of typing iron per hour, this content it has summarized for me. So whether it is right or not, whether it has misinterpreted or it is correctly interpreted, we can see from this data. Okay, so it will also generate the citation for you. Many other features are there. I'll move to next one because time is less. Okay, so I recommend for you to explore Notebook LM and Julius AI. Yeah, of course, I'm on Julius AI. It is an also an online tool. You can see this wonder of Julius AI. Okay, I need to sign for this one again. Okay, you're here. You can see it is wonderful AI tool to plot graphs, to generate the graphs. Excellent tool. This is also very highly recommended. Upload a file, data dot. Because already I have tried this one. That's what I'm showing you here. Just imagine how much time these AI tools will save our time, especially for those who had on research work in the past and they feel overburdened with plotting this graph, drawing the diagrams, and analyzing the literature survey. These are tools are excellent tools, and it is just the beginning now. Okay, now it has loaded all the data. Now what I want, okay, please give me some insights of this data. Okay,
Sir, kindly zoom your screen, sir, please.
okay, 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 then I should go back then. I think maybe you're not seeing it. Is it enough, or do you need?
Little more would be better.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, because if I zoom more, then it will be difficult for me to operate now. Okay, I'm uploading my Excel sheet. Then I in this chat it has uploaded the data. You can verify the data. Then I will ask, please give some insights of this data. It will generate the Python code for you. It will tell what it has done. You can use this code, and you can, if you want, modify. You can modify it because you can take it and just replot using Jupyter or a Spider. Then it becomes your figure. You have to see. It has given the relation. Okay. Now, mm, plot correlation matrix. Okay, stream free model. You can see this. So I hope you will enjoy this tool. Directly it is plotting. Okay, now if I want plot for what is this? Turbulence intensity versus turbulence. See here. So it has plotted for me this one. I don't have to, every time I used to write code in Python, modify the code for based on depending on what type of plot I needed. This is bar type of figure. If I need a line plot, I have asked it to modify to line plot. I'm not interested in this bar type kind of plot. Let us see what it can do. I'm not sure, but it will do something, but let us see what it does. See, it has connected these things. So for all the parameters, whatever you have, you can ask to do this one. So it will save you 90% of the time now. Okay, and you can the quality is excellent, and you can export this one. You can if you want the code, you can take the code and do your stuff, anything if you want. And if you want to, if you're using this plot in your research article, then you have to mention in acknowledgement that you have used um, this Julius.ai for generating the plots. That's it. It is completely ethical, not a problem in that one. Okay. So it will give directly, it will give all the kind of it is even better than autoways, because in autoways you have to sometimes installation takes a lot, it needs a lot of packages to upgrade, then autoways gets installed, but Julius is online. Similarly, you have data line will also give you the similar kind of stuff which will be helpful for your work. Then we have biblioshiny. Does anyone know about okay, for biblioshiny, this tool is basically to analyze literature review, literature articles. There are hundreds of thousands of articles. So if you want to get a summary overview of this one, then biblioshiny is an excellent tool. This is in R language. So you have to first install R Studio, R and R Studio desktop version if you're using Windows, and in Ubuntu, you need just basic some commands. It will install directly this bibliometric and biblioshiny. Let me show you, demonstrate you how to do this R. Okay, R Studio. Biblio. I had to first type bibliometrics. There is an excellent YouTube video of using biblioshiny. You can refer that one. He has explained in detail, but time is very short for me. That's why I will move quickly. Bibliometrics. What is the command? Bibliometrics. Oh my goodness. Now it is coming. Biblioshiny there. Yep. So these two commands are in R. These two commands are needed to get into this biblioshiny. So it will open in the browser. Now this biblioshiny, you can see on the left hand side, you can import the data. Now data generation, you have different sources. You can have in .bib file also manually from Mendeley, Zotero, and Note, that also you can upload. The easiest method is go to Scopus or Web of Science. There you type some topic. Actually, I wanted to show you everything in detail. You can go to Scopus and you can type subtopic, and all the research articles will come, and you can export that as in the form of a bib file or CSV file. Then you can load it here. And actually, I downloaded that from Scopus with full names. I'll browse that on scopus.bib. Yeah. Now you can start it. Okay. You can see all the 106 articles have been read by this one, and it will generate the metadata, what data is missing. So I have for only these three, I mean some data is missing, but the rest of them they are fine. Out of 106 articles, most of the articles have um, full data like author name, year, citations, journal name, author, number of authors, their affiliations, their country, their abstract, their keywords, everything will be read by this biblioshiny. You can also verify whether everything has covered here. Okay, you can verify that one, but we don't have that time. You can filter it out from which year to which year you want. Okay, then main information. Okay, this main information, I mean how many articles, international co-authorship, you can see co-authors per document. For every article, how many co-authors are there, average citation per document, documents, average age of the articles. So how many keywords are there totally out of 106 articles, how many authors are there in 106 articles. Overview, excellent overview. You can use this data in publishing a review article. It will give you in the form of graph which you can export as a PNG, how the article in this topic has grown, average citations per year. Of course you can use this figure, triple data. Okay, I have to generate that. Okay, not okay, no problem. We can try, see here from which journal how many documents are there. It will generate case studies in construction materials has highest articles. It will give the same in the form of tabular form. There are many things which you can check. I want to show one thing here that is very important. This one. Yeah, here you see. So it gives a cluster, a network, how each keywords are, and which is the center of that one. Here in this case, blast furnace is there. It can give the density plot of that one. Of course, these figures you can export and use in your research article, review article, everything. I think I remember that you can change the field based on abstract, based on titles. You can change these things. Okay, thematic map. And everything whatever it is generating, you can generate either in the form of text or a graph. So this was just very quick brief overview of Biblio Shiny. This is a wonderful thing for your literature survey to give an overview from. You can also plot this concurrence no not network from which countries authors are there. So it will give all the relation about that one. Next one thing I want to show, which is more important for literature review, is lit maps. I hope, not sure whether you know not about this one. Let me log in. Okay, just wasting my time. Okay, here in this one, I'll the same topic. I will go with machine learning modeling of blast furnace data. Okay. Here in this one, it will show pop up some articles. The most relevant one we have to select. Okay, predict of Hardman blast. Perfect. This one is perfect for me. So now it will make this as the center and try to find all the articles this article has cited and all those articles which have a reference to this article, particular article. So it will list all those and we can keep on adding to how I'll tell you how it will help you for literature review. Once you start doing literature review in google.scholar.com, you will go and type the topic and keep on searching each and every single article. You will download them and then you start reading them. This tool, what it will do, it will directly within few minutes you can grab, I mean it will take all the articles that are related to your work and then in the form of bibliography it will generate. You can start doing the review. I remember when I started my research work, I spent almost 2-3 months in just searching the articles related to the topic, so that because I was writing a review article, I should not miss any single article related to that field. I spent 2 to 3 months just downloading the articles from different sources. So this lit map within few minutes you will find all the articles related to your topic. It will generate a wonderful figure also, as well as the bibliography file for you. This topic has more than 400 articles, so that's why I think some time. Oh, it's more than expected time. Generally, it won't take this much time. Um, okay, then I think by the time it loads, I will go to my next slide and summarize my talk. There is no point in summarizing before this one. Okay, one thing which I want to which is very important as per my understanding is that these tools are very excellent tools, of course, no doubt about it, and they are still getting enhanced day by day. We need to be very uh, careful with these tools. Like they are not 100% first of all accurate, and second thing is that you cannot avoid the traditional method here in this case. You need to become a first an expert in your area, then only these AI tools will help you. It is just like driving a Tesla autonomous car. If you're not a good driver, then it is the car is AI driven. Of course, it takes AI help uh, for selfless, driverless motion. But at some point, you need to be guiding the Tesla car as well, and you will be able to understand its mistake, and you will be able to guide it only when you're a good driver. So first you need to become a good driver, then only you can use a Tesla car. If you don't know driving, then you will not have confidence to sit in Tesla car. How the car, what do you call, how how the actually car, how the car works, how we navigate the car. If without that idea, you will not be able to sit even in a driverless car. So first you need to be at some good level, then only you can use that car. So similarly, these AI tools are just like that one. They can make mistakes, but if you're not good enough, then they can mislead you. So first you have to practice traditional method till some time. But for literature review, for analyzing the data, plotting graphs, of course, even a newcomer can use these tools, no doubt, no problem in that one. But for the content generation, for paraphrasing, for the summary it gives, yeah, you need to be careful with that one. You need to be an expert in that area, then only you will be able to understand its mistake. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is that this publication field has exponentially grown when internet came, then when 5G came, and then now AI has come. So we need to be very active in checking the developments, ongoing developments in AI field, which tool we can use. If we are not active, then you may end up spending a lot of time in analyzing your data, generating the data, or writing, paraphrasing these things. So we have to be very much active in this field because it is very fast now. Everything is so fast now. So that is one, two suggestions from my side. And if you do your core research work, and if you're sticking to your research work, then you'll become an expert, and in the form of publication, you will be recognized internationally, and then your doors will be open for many opportunities, writing grants, funds, and getting opportunities in higher universities. Of course, there is a lot of way for that one. Even commercializing your idea, there's no limit for that one. Okay, that was about my opinion that I wanted to share with you. It is taking a lot of time. Okay, let me see whether the previous one is there still. What I did in the last, yeah, you can see here. Um, all the articles it has, not still it is loading. Not all the articles it has loaded. You can see how each article is interlinked. Which article has cited which article in this one. Okay. Um, see here, like this one, how they are interlinked. So automatically all the articles come up here and directly, and with your, and you can filter it out. Which type topic you want to exclude from this one, which topic you want to include, and you can go beyond its filter and you can ask manually, you can customize the filter, and yeah, you see here. This is what I did here. This is one of the figure I can show here. I think these are the main. It has given the areas which the authors have worked. You can see this one, Bhattacharya 2005. He has worked on silicon content. This is one category it has taken up. So whichever the article, the highlighted articles are there, they have also worked on silicon content. I hope so. Silicon content using partial least squares. Yeah, see here. This article has also worked on hot silicon content. Okay, if you go to this again exactly molten iron. So it has made categories. Um, I mean, if for one topic, you know, it has made sections and how those articles are linked, who has cited which article, everything is showing wonderfully, and you can export this as a bibliography file. So within minutes, your all the list of literature is ready. Now that articles you can use in notebook.lm, which will summarize entire work, and if you want any detail you can chat with that one. So these are all the wonderful options with AI, and it future in it will grow definitely, and it will help researchers. That's it from my side. If you have any questions you can ask. I'll plug in my webcam. Yeah, if you have any questions you can ask me, please. Okay, let me stop the presentation, then only I'll be able to see.
Participants are requested to post the question. If you have any questions, kindly ask. Unmute yourself and you can ask.
Okay, that was an excellent question that I should share my PPT. Thank you so much. Let me go to the chat. I think we should go to the chat. A recording of what? I mean, the recording of this session we should share, or what it is being asked by Thara KL. Recording of the same.
I think there is no question for you, but this feedback was very good.
Oh, thank you so much for that one. I'm looking at the questions. If anyone, how to include, what is SDG? What is SDG? Yeah, you can, for that one you can use this one, size space tool. This size space tool, when you ask, if you give a content like machine learning modeling of blast furnace, it will generate everything that you should include in your research article. Let me show you if possible. Size space. Okay. Yeah, let me show you, sharing my screen once again. Okay, in this size space, suppose, yeah, previously just today itself I checked it whether that works or not. Oh my, okay. In this size space, it will give you the summary chat. There are many options. Then one wonderful option what I've seen here is, yeah, writer. I think that's it. Yeah, start writing. Yes, it will automatically start generating the concepts. If you want more, it will add more, tab. It will keep on generating the data. By this way, it will give you an entire research article. Okay, it will just say methodology, results and discussion. If you go everywhere, like everything, it will give you. It will give the entire, what do you call, the structure of your article, and also it will generate the content for you. This is one size space I was not able to show you. You can use this if anything such thing is there. Okay, fine. Anything else? Okay. Zakir sir, I think that's it.
Yes, sir. So we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for taking the time to share your expertise with us on comprehending research. Your insightful presentation and engaging delivery made the session truly enriching for all of us. Your
Thank you
ability
so
to
much,
break
sir.
down complex research concepts into understandable and applicable ideas was impressive. Your passion for research and commitment to sharing knowledge are truly commendable. Thank you once again for your valuable contribution to our learning and growth. We look forward to future opportunities to learn from you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, dear participants, the next session is going to start soon, within 5 minutes. So this is our last session. Now I'm going to share the feedback link. You kindly fill the feedback so that we can start with the next session. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I will leave now, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Participants, kindly, I have shared the feedback link. Kindly fill the feedback link.
What time will I start the next session, Zakir?